This is episode 44 of What's in the Bag, and yeah, I'm not Michael. I'm doing this one because most of the stuff I bought. This is a vacation episode, a special vacation episode of What's in the Bag. I went home to Missouri for a while, and while there I hit up Rockin' Sports, which is a nice little place in the town where I used to live. It's basically like a movie trading company, which I know we've talked about, Michael has talked about before. Just carries used movies, games, CDs, a little bit of everything, and I usually like to hit it up whenever I'm in town. I used to go there all the time and buy movies. There was also a Hastings that was closing, so we went there. They had a lot of stuff on sale, so I got a lot of stuff to get through, and I guess I'm just going to get started. I'm going to start with these two things just because all I'm doing is mentioning them. This one is X-Men Days of Future Past. It's a big special edition box set. And the Ultimate Collector's Edition of Casablanca. Now I'm only briefly mentioning these because I'm going to put a link down I did a unboxing video for the two of these, and you can check that out and see what all's inside. Alright, start off easy. Pawn Sacrifice, Liv Schreiber, Tobey Maguire, Sean Patrick Flannery. This is the story of the chess match between Bobby Fischer and I can't remember who Liv Schreiber's playing. He was the Russian chess master that took place during the Cold War. It seemed really interesting to me. It seemed like a good story to tell, so I'm very interested to watch this. I haven't seen it yet. Picked that up at Hastings. Cop Car. This was a movie that I really, really wanted to see when it came out. I was finally able to find it for a good price. So I'm really looking forward to watching this. This was kind of an indie flick with Kevin Bacon where these two little kids steal his cop car. So yeah, this one's kind of weird, but it was a steelbook. The Grudge 2. This is actually the unrated director's cut. I have never seen this. Now this is the Grudge. It's the American version. I've seen the first one. I've also seen the original Japanese Ju-on, and of course, as normal, the Japanese version is better, but the first Grudge movie, the American version, wasn't too bad at all. Oh, and Sarah Michelle Gellar did come back for this, so that's a plus, so I'll have to check this out sometime. But it was a steelbook, and it's a DVD steelbook. We don't have very many of those. I think we're up to like 3 or 4 now. That's it. We got Underworld, a super bit. That's one more to add to our collection. This is something that Michael has been working on. So found this one at Movie Trading Company. So pick that up. That's awesome. This one is so cool. This is something that I've actually been looking for a long time, and I was finally able to find it. Basic Instinct. And it's a nice little box, but one of the main reasons why I've been wanting this so bad, and I'm so glad I was finally able to find it, is it comes with an ice pick shaped pin, which I'm sure it does not work at all, but it's just there. I always liked the packaging on this. I had been trying to find it for a long time. I finally found one. I couldn't believe that I found it and that it was for such a cheap price. So found this one at Movie Trading Company just today or last night. It is the Target exclusive of Catching Fire, and it's a book. Haven't opened it up yet to look at it. Obviously, we already have Catching Fire. We have them all on Steelbook, but it was cool packaging. I like the books. Michael is not as partial to them, but I love them. So I try to pick them up whenever I find them. This is something just a little different, but Michael will explain more. He's going to do a whole video about these. This is Blade 2 DVD, nothing really super special, but it is a New Line Platinum Series, as you can see up there on the top. And he's going to be explaining more in depth about what all these little things are that we talk about. So, that one and these next two are things that we already own. We are just adding them into our collection because they're collector's versions. This one is The Matrix, and I owned this for quite a while before Michael got me the whole collection on Blu-ray in the box set. And this is just, I mean, it's just the movie, but it's got a little book that's actually attached into the box, and it's got just some introductions, it's got actor profiles and things like that. So it has this CD in it, and I'm not sure what this CD is. Is this the soundtrack? Oh no, it's just a digital copy. Oh, well, that's disappointing. Soundtrack was amazing for this movie. Ghostbusters 1 and 2, the DVD set, double feature gift set, and the reason why we're adding this one back in is because it has the Ghostbusters movie scrapbook, which I've never even seen this. That's kind of cool. It's got like animatics and some pictures and just some little stuff in it. That's kind of cool. I may need to look through that sometime. I didn't even know that it was there. I honestly did not. So, alright, now we're getting into some new stuff and some cool stuff. X-Men Apocalypse, this is the Target exclusive of it. And yes, if you've seen the other video, you know that Michael has already bought this. He picked up the Steelbook because of course we want the Steelbook. I didn't even know about this. He told me about it when we got back. And it's a book. As you can see, I haven't opened it up yet, again. And what the book is it is the 1983 Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters yearbook. And I was like, oh, I have to pick that up because I've got to look through it. That just sounds really cool. Hopefully it's got some really good stuff in it. Like I said, I haven't opened it yet. I'm going to probably tonight, and I'm going to look through. I'm probably going to I might watch this tonight. Now we're down to three things that were so unique that I had to pick them up. Well, two things. This one, I've actually owned this for a long time, and it is also very unique. This is a two cassette special, and as you can see, there's no real label on it. But what it is a live concert of 9 Inch Nails in Germany from I can't remember when. There literally is no label of any kind on this. I remember that now, except for the 9 Inch Nails right there. This is one of them is called Closure. The other one is Halo 12. And the reason why I own this on VHS and not anywhere else is because this was only released on VHS. It is incredibly rare. It has some very, very rare performances on it that you're never going to see anywhere else. One of them, the only way you can get audio from it is to pull the audio actually from this recording. And that is a live cover of Hurt that is 9 Inch Nails and David Bowie. It's amazing The video of it is on here. It's outstanding. There's some really good stuff on here. And now that I found this again, I found it when I was going through my stuff while I was back home. I knew I still owned it. I was just hoping to be able to find it. I'm gonna have to be out to buy it. I'm gonna have to try to buy a VCR now because I'm gonna want to watch it. It's truly outstanding, very rare, hard to find. You're gonna be paying a lot of money for it, as I did. Like, I bought it like 10 years ago, probably, and I think I paid like $80 for it. So yeah. All right, my last two things. I'm gonna try to go through these kind of quick. This is really cool. This is the original television Christmas classics. It has Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus Coming to Town, Frosty the Snowman, Frosty Returns, and The Little Drummer Boy. These are all the ones from like the 50s. And it also includes songs from the Christmas classics. It's the soundtrack for these particular movies. And it's actually, if you can kind of see that, it's actually a really nice box. Very well put together packaging. It's almost like a little book. It's thick. It's got some beautiful artwork on it. I know that I've seen some of these movies, but it's been a long time, so I don't remember them. But this is probably what we're going to end up doing for Christmas. So look forward to that. We'll probably be watching these and doing some reviews of them. So that was really cool. It was a unique find, so I had to get it. And finally, this is one of the most unique things that I've ever found. Ever. And I could not help but buy it. Oh. Let me try to get this up close so you can see it. This is a DVD set of classic commercials from the 50s to the 80s. All of these are from either the 50s or the 80s. 613 commercials over 6 DVDs. And Volume 1, classic car commercials. Volume 2, classic food and beverage commercials. Volume 3, classic cigarette commercials. Volume 4, classic toy commercials. Volume 5, classic celebrity commercials. And Volume 6, unforgettable commercials. And this is, let me do some quick math here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9.5 hours, give or take. 9.5 hours of nothing but commercials. Of course I had to buy this. It is one of the most unique things I've ever seen that has been released on DVD. So that's just a really interesting one. Okay, new totals. All right, our big number total was 1635. We added 18 things to it, so that bumps that up to 1653. TV was at 338. We're adding 6 to it because I'm counting the TV commercials in there, obviously, and 5 individual movies on here, and these were all movies that were made for TV. So that bumps that up to 344. Steelbooks, we were at 163, we added 1, we're at 164 now. And Super Bits, we were at 8, we added 1, so that's 9 Super Bits now. So, yeah, pretty good additions, so stay tuned, see you next time.